Hi, my name is Jen, and I am a licensed marriage and family therapist with Kindful Body. Today, I'd love to teach you about one of my most frequently used coping strategies that I introduce to clients in sessions. And then I'll also tell you a little bit about the types of clients and issues that I work best with, as well as a little bit about myself, just so you can get to know me a bit. So one of the coping strategies that I use the most frequently is something called a chain analysis of a problem behavior. And I love using this coping strategy because it helps us to identify why a problem behavior or an increase in symptoms might have happened when we're otherwise very confused, and we might be feeling self-judgmental. We might be feeling frustrated if we had a slip or a relapse. So the chain analysis is essentially about helping you to identify, first of all, what the problem behavior was, and then walking backwards in time to identify a series of events or risk factors, vulnerabilities that may have contributed to that behavior happening or those symptoms happening in the first place. I really like using this coping strategy because it can help promote some self-compassion, insight, and it gives us a way to engage in the recovery process even after a problem behavior has already taken place. So it gives us a chance to build some insight and really try and essentially learn from our mistakes. So this is a worksheet that walks you through a chain analysis of a problem behavior. And you can do a web search for this. If you just type chain analysis of problem behavior, if you want this one specifically, you can add the keywords Marsha Linehan, because she was the creator of dialectical behavior therapy, which is where this specific worksheet originated from. I'm not usually the type of therapist to hand out worksheets to my clients, only because I'm the type of person where if I was in therapy and a therapist handed me a worksheet, I would smile and I would nod and I would tell them I would do it, and I would, but it would be 5 minutes before the session when I'd be filling it out in a panic and I wouldn't really get that much out of it. So even though this worksheet can be really helpful, I tend to just work on helping my clients learn to walk themselves through a behavior chain analysis in sessions or outside of sessions so that it becomes a little bit more natural to them. The reason why I think I use this so frequently with my clients is because the types of issues that I tend to work with as a therapist. So I'm oftentimes working with individuals who are struggling with eating disorders, issues of compulsivity or impulsivity, process addictions, which are about essentially behavioral addictions versus a chemical addiction. And then I also work with clients a lot of the time who have experienced quite a bit of trauma or complex trauma. So the behavior chain analysis is very useful when I'm working with people who really are struggling with identifying why they continue to have these behaviors popping up, even if they don't really like the way that the behavior is impacting them and their quality of life. So that's a little bit about the types of clients and issues that I tend to work best with, as well as why I'm using the behavior chain analysis so frequently. Now, to tell you just a little bit about myself, I will share that if you asked me like 5 or 6 years ago to tell you about myself, I'd say I love being outdoors, I love hiking, being in the sunshine. Now I have 2 young children along with my husband, and so a lot of my life is just about trying to keep us all afloat. I'm working on letting my children remind me how to play and not take life too seriously. Our house is a little bit of a zoo right now. We have 2 wonderful but energetic dogs. One is a German Shepherd, one is half black lab, half Australian cattle dog. We also have a cat, and I recently adopted a ball python, which is kind of my way of living out a childhood dream of having a snake. So that has been a lot of fun. Anyway, that's a little bit about me. And if you or someone that you know is interested in receiving support, we here at Kindful Body, we have therapists and dietitians, and so I would recommend that you or your loved one reaches out to Kindful Body, and our client care coordinator can help you get set up with a consultation with either myself or one of our other providers here. I'm pretty biased, but I think we have a great team, so I do recommend it. All right, again, my name is Jen Villaseñor, licensed marriage and family therapist here at Kindful Body. Take care.